Every morning, millions of people hit the floor, anchor their feet, and start grinding out sit-ups. They are chasing a visible six-pack, straining through set after set until they physically can't do another rep. Part of the appeal is the immediate physical feedback. By rep 20, you feel a deep, localized heat in your stomach. That sharp, radiating burn convinces you that the muscle is working overtime and that progress is happening right now. But fast forward 6 months. Despite hundreds of thousands of repetitions, the layer of tissue over the stomach looks exactly the same. Even worse, a dull, chronic ache has taken up permanent residence in the lower back. The effort is clearly there, the discipline is there, but the biological math is broken. Chasing a localized burn by folding your spine in half is an anatomical illusion. It is a process that slowly damages the body rather than actually transforming it. This biomechanical cross-section shows the inside of a torso during a sit-up. Crunching upward forces the spine out of neutral alignment. Zooming in, repetitive folding creates intense compression, pinching delicate spinal discs. A heat map reveals hip flexors doing the work, leaving lower abdominals completely underactivated. Your core was never designed to be an accordion. Its true biological purpose is to act as an anti-extension belt. It is a dense web of stabilizing tissue meant to resist movement, transfer force, and lock your spine safely in place. When you ignore that biology, the negative effects compound. You waste physical effort, you accelerate postural degradation, you invite chronic back pain. By doing traditional sit-ups, you aren't building functional core strength, you are simply training your body to efficiently grind down its own vertebrae. But what about the fat? The reason people endure that spinal compression is the belief that a burning muscle acts like a furnace, melting the fat directly above it. This concept is called spot reduction, the idea that you can isolate fat loss to a single body part by heavily exercising that specific area. It is a physiological myth invented by fitness marketing. Fat is a global systemic reserve. When exercising one muscle, your body doesn't pull energy locally, it pulls systemically from across the entire body. Just like emptying a swimming pool from one corner, the water level always drops uniformly everywhere. Your body, not your workout, decides where the fat is burned from last. And for most people, the last place to drain is exactly the stubborn area they are trying to target. Attacking one specific body part with hundreds of crunches to erase a layer of fat is a metabolic impossibility. Acquiring a visible, functional core requires splitting your approach into 2 entirely separate physiological actions. You have to build the muscle safely, and then you have to reveal it. To build the muscle without the mechanical damage, we replace the dynamic folding movements with isometric stabilizing holds. This vector breakdown illustrates the perfect alternative, the hollow body hold. Notice the force arrows. Gravity pushes down on the extended arms and legs. To prevent the back from arching off the floor, the entire core must fire simultaneously, generating massive counterforce to lock the trunk in a rigid, neutral position. Other highly effective movements, like proper planks, crucifix crunches, and ab wheel rollouts, follow this exact same logic. They demand maximum tension with zero spinal compression. True core strength is built by forcing the muscles to resist gravity under intense static tension, not by counting meaningless repetitive folds. But the strongest, most biomechanically sound core in the world will remain completely invisible if you ignore the global fat layers sitting on top of it. Revealing the muscle requires a strict systemic caloric deficit. You have to consume fewer calories than you burn, forcing your body to slowly and steadily drain its global energy reserves until the stomach is finally tapped. True physical transformation doesn't come from a single miraculous exercise. It is the result of combining biomechanical stability with consistent metabolic discipline.